We're standing here on the edge of the woods and the edge of a prayer, talking about a boy who didn't have a say in where he laid his head. A boy who was sent away to learn toughness from people who didn't know the first thing about tenderness. I want to tell you about Elijah. I want you to feel the cold he felt. He wasn't sent to summer camp or grandma's house for tea. He was sent to learn a lesson at a stranger's angry knee. Discipline, they called it, behind a closed-up door, while a 3-year-old was shivering on a kitchen floor. He had eyes like deep brown water, a smile he tried to hide, while the ones who should have held him kept their mercy all inside. They said he was a burden, said he needed to be man, but he was just a baby in a cold and heartless plan. And every mile of frozen ground that didn't yield a trace, every camera lens that missed the shadow of his face, every warning sign ignored, every cry that went unheard, while we waited for a miracle and whispered for a word. Elijah endured. God knows he endured, like a little lamb tethered in a house without grace. He endured in the wind and the wild. The world was looking for a man, but God was looking for his child, and he endured. The red blanket was a beacon or a shroud upon the sand. The state was checking boxes while he slipped right through their hands. His mother gave him over to the stern and steady hand of a man who saw a target where a little boy should stand. The neighbors heard the shouting, the sirens eventually came, but the paperwork was empty of the soul behind the name. 3 years of life is a short time to carry such a load, to be a tiny traveler on such a bitter road. These are not the sins of passion or a moment's heat and rage. These are sins of tough love written on a legal page. Sins of sending babies off to fix what wasn't wrong. Sins of being quiet when the weak met with the strong. They say he was standing at the curb. They say he was being taught to stand like a man. But 3 years old isn't for standing alone. It's for being carried. It's for being tucked in. It's for the kingdom of heaven that we talk about on Sundays, but forget about on Tuesday mornings when the house is too quiet. Elijah wasn't lost. He was left. The snow began to melt away. The river started high. The whole of 2 rivers looked up toward the sky. They found him where the quiet things and broken spirits go, far away from boot camps and the cruelty he'd known. He doesn't have to stand no more. He doesn't have to fear. The discipline of monsters is a sound he'll never hear. He's wrapped in something warmer than a red and tattered thread, with a crown of light and mercy placed upon his tired head. He endured, God knows he endured, like a little lamb tethered in a house without grace. He endured in the wind and the wild. The world was looking for a man, but God was looking for his child, and he endured. Yeah, he endured. My name is Pastor David Hale, and I'm looking at these empty pews and these full hearts. We can't bring him back to the manhood they tried to force on him, but we can carry his name like a fire. We can promise that discipline will never be a cover for a bruise again. Elijah Vu. He was 3 years old, and he is finally home.